The video begins with a soft, trembling piano note. A close-up shot of Dylan Wang appears, eyes red, voice unsteady, posture vulnerable in a way fans have never seen before. And for a moment, the entire C-drama world stops breathing. Because the words he's about to say aren't part of a drama script, they're real, raw, and painfully honest. "Shen Yue, if you're watching this," he whispers, "I'm sorry." That was the moment the internet broke. Because no one, absolutely no one, expected Dylan Wang to step forward and publicly open up about the tension, the distance, and the emotional cracks forming between him and the woman fans have shipped with him for years. But this wasn't a performance. This wasn't a PR stunt. This was a man who looked like he'd been carrying guilt for too long, finally reaching his breaking point. The story behind this apology didn't start today. It began months ago, quietly, slowly, almost invisibly. Fans noticed first the reduced interactions, the awkward body language, the way Shen Yue would smile, but her eyes looked dimmer whenever Dylan walked past her during events. Then came the interviews where she avoided certain topics. And then the one moment that lit the entire fandom on fire, Dylan's growing closeness with Bai Lu during their latest filming project. On set, their chemistry was undeniable. The behind-the-scenes clips, the interviews, the playful banter, all of it fueled rumors and speculation. But while fans were excited, entertained, and curious, they didn't see what was happening behind the camera. They didn't see the silent cracks forming between Dylan and Shen Yue, who had always been each other's safe place in an industry full of noise and pressure. What nobody knew until now was how deeply this affected Shen Yue. The woman who always laughed loudly, who always brightened the room with her clumsy charm, was suddenly quieter, distant, protective of her emotions in a way her closest friends had never seen before. And Dylan didn't notice it soon enough. Not because he didn't care, but because he was trying so hard to balance work, rumors, expectations, and the weight of being Dylan Wang. And that is what pushed him to this moment. The moment where he finally said the words fans never imagined hearing. "I didn't realize how much I was hurting her." His voice trembled as he continued. "I let my closeness with Bai Lu become a distraction. I let it blur lines. Shen Yue has always trusted me, and I made her feel replaced." Those last words shattered fans. Because in every clip, every photo, every interview, you could see something fragile unraveling. Shen Yue smiling politely, Dylan avoiding eye contact, both pretending nothing was wrong while fans felt everything. Dylan's apology was not rehearsed. Every hesitation, every breath, every pause felt heavy, like someone finally admitting a truth they've been running from. He looked down, hands clasped tightly. "Shen Yue is someone I've always protected, and instead of keeping her close when she needed me most, I stepped away. I got overwhelmed. And I didn't communicate. I didn't tell her why I was distant. And that silence hurt her more than I realized." Fans immediately took to the comments, with thousands writing things like, "He still loves her," and "This kind of apology only comes from someone terrified of losing someone important." But Dylan wasn't finished. In one of the rawest moments, he admitted, "I saw the way she looked at me these past weeks, confused, unsure, trying to be strong. And the worst part is, I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to tell her that my distance wasn't rejection. It was fear. Fear of messing things up. Fear of the attention. Fear of not being enough." And then he looked directly at the camera, eyes glossy with regret. "I hurt someone who's always been there for me. Someone who never asked for anything but honesty." The piano grows louder, deeper, mirroring the heaviness of his confession. He continued, voice barely above a whisper. "Shen Yue, you didn't deserve the silence. You didn't deserve the confusion. You didn't deserve to question your place in my life. You've always been special to me. Always. And I'm sorry I made you doubt that." This was the moment fans couldn't hold their emotions anymore. The kind of apology that feels private, sacred, almost too intimate for the public, but powerful enough to shake the entire fandom. Behind the scenes, sources revealed more of the story. They said Shen Yue had been withdrawing, burying herself in work, avoiding the online buzz about Dylan and Bai Lu, pretending she was unaffected. But people close to her said she cried in her dressing room after seeing one particular BTS clip, Dylan and Lu laughing together while photographers captured it from every angle. It wasn't jealousy. It was fear. Fear that the bond she shared with Dylan had changed without warning. And Dylan? He saw the clip too. He saw the fan reactions. And only then did he finally understand how things must have looked to her and how deeply she must have felt abandoned. His apology continues, each word feeling like a piece of his heart falling out. I never replaced you. I never stopped valuing you. But I acted like I didn't need you when the truth is I always have. I was wrong. And if I could take back every moment you felt ignored because of me, I would. Fans across China, Korea, the Philippines, the US, Nigeria, France, and Australia flooded social media with emotional reactions. Edits of the two began trending again. Old clips resurfaced, moments where Dylan protected Shen Yue, teased her gently, looked at her the way someone looks only when they truly care. One fan wrote, "This wasn't an apology to a colleague. This was a man trying not to lose someone who matters deeply." But the most heartbreaking moment in Dylan's confession came near the end. With his eyes fixed downward, he whispered the words that felt like the climax of an emotional storm. "Shen Yue, please forgive me. I don't want to lose what we have. I don't want the distance anymore. I miss us." Silence. A trembling breath. And then he added, "If you decide to walk away, I'll understand. But I really hope you don't." The video ended there, leaving a cliffhanger that ripped through the entire fandom. What will Shen Yue do? Will she respond? Will she forgive him? Will they talk privately? Will this emotional honesty bring them closer, or expose deeper cracks? No one knows yet. But one thing is certain. This was not just a confession, not just an apology, not just an emotional moment. This was Dylan Wang putting his pride aside, opening his heart, and reaching out to the one person he fears losing the most. And now, the world waits, breath held, hearts trembling, for Shen Yue's response. As the screen slowly fades into a soft glow, the music shifts, gentle, hopeful, filled with quiet tension. And now, it's your turn. You've heard Dylan's confession. You've felt the heartbreak. You've watched the cracks, the fear, the hope, the pain, and the love he's terrified to lose. So tell me, should Shen Yue forgive him? Should she take his hand again or protect her heart and step back? Your voice matters, and this is the moment to let it be heard. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you want their story to heal. Tap subscribe so you don't miss the next twist in this emotional journey. And if this moment touched you, share this video with someone who needs to remember. Even the strongest hearts can break, but they can also find their way back. This is KDramaUniversalHub, keeping you connected to every heartbeat, every secret, every story. I'll see you in the next video.